All right, folks, welcome on back here this Monday afternoon, September 22nd, shortly after 2:30 p.m. Jeez, where'd the time go? No, seriously, though, great to see Chuck, Roberto, Leda, I got Albert, Bell, Uday, Alex, all of us just here joining us. Give me a quick chat back. Let me know if you got me here loud and clear, but otherwise, if you're joining us also on social, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, X, etc., down below, lower left, at Cyber Trading You, just make sure to always follow and subscribe to our channels. Also, hit that little notification bell or icon so you know when we're going live exactly throughout the day. But great to see Michael. Great to see Mike, Leda, Barbara, Sharon, Kathleen, Chuck just clocked out on that OKLO. No surprise because, well, that's Chuck's bread and butter stock. But, pretty much earlier, I made a couple comments just before this meeting started. There was one stock, ASPI. Okay, it's going up, moving up nicely from earlier. But that's a nuclear-related stock. So I was basically saying that nuclear-related stocks going up, SMR trying to catch up to the OKLO. So let's actually take a look at that here now. Yeah, I mean, OKLO just keeps going at this point. It was kind of flat just before, and that's where the SMR trade, I guess kind of was looking better. They're both still awesome. OKLO is definitely the leader of those two, but I think this is just an entire nuclear related play. You got ASPI, the stock we just mentioned earlier. This is pushing up beautifully still. It's got nice orders out there on the book, 26,000 share seller here at 11.15. That's resistance. That's good to see at least. All right, so right out the gate, what are we going to do? We're going to put nuclear on our list, but let me just go through everything. I may just kind of put the word nuclear on our list. It's going to represent OKLO. It's going to represent ASPI, SMR. I'm sure we can go through the whole laundry list, folks. Let's actually do that briefly because what we'll do is go from top to bottom here across the gainers and losers, recap not just the nuclear stocks going up, but any of the other trades from earlier today. Box L trying to make that second win type of move now. I don't have high hopes for it. I'll come back to it if we need to. Same with AGRI, dead. Same with QLGN, dead. All of those stocks were flavor of the morning, flavor of the hour from earlier today, but let them prove themselves to you. ARBD, I don't think this is going to prove anything to anyone any further, but, I'd say the same here, I reckon. BETR. All right, so we'll kind of just keep zipping through. The markets are cruising. We were doing so well just up until here, so we'll show the SPY in just a moment, see where we're at now, but we've been killing it today across the board. SUPV, I think this is an Argentinian-based company, if my memory serves me correct, right, Leda? Got one of her former students, Benito, I think, from there. But GGAL is the other one, right? GGAL and SUPV. I like this one more, a little cheaper, good order size out there. Don't need to trade the more expensive one if this thing is moving. I mean, it's up more percentage-wise too, but SUPV we'll specifically put on our list. RR, as I always like to say, not a pirate stock. This is a robotic stock. And, if you haven't seen yet, take a look on social media. Take a look online. I think they specialize in robotics that cater to fast food restaurants. So I saw something with a Wendy's or a McDonald's. They're testing something where they're delivering the food to customers in the restaurant, like sitting down. So I fear for my life and for the safety of everyone else here when it comes to jobs, because I feel like robots are going to take over the world. They're going to take over everyone's jobs. So at least here, it's been a very good trade to us inside our room, basically from the breakout over resistance at 250, $3-ish. And then from that point, been cruising. So I'm going to put this right back on our watch list for the afternoon. Not just a great day trade, but seemingly a great swing trade. Same to be said here. Needless to be said, looking at this graph, right? Now, I knew that this would happen in terms of the break over 20. I was looking for this over time. I wouldn't have minded taking this as a swing trade, obviously, but I day traded it the other day from the end of last week. I'm already in too much stuff. Can't be in everything at the same time. And if you are, you're probably spread out way too thin. It means you don't have enough free cash to day trade with or focus on any other positions in case if the market corrects. But needless to be said, though, we're going to put the APLD on our watch list. Number one, not at all-time highs, so you can't say that technically, but it's making its way there. back from 2021, 2022. WLDS again? Oh, this thing fell off bad, though, from the end of last week. This fell off a lot. Didn't even realize it as much. It still actually held this wick as support, but I don't have high hopes for this one either. So you want to focus on something that has better trends, something near the highs. A silver stock, SVM. Oh, it's Sprouts Farmers Market. I thought there was another one, maybe SBM. No, this may have been the one. I have a student, George, that focuses on a lot of the silver and gold mining stocks, if I'm not mistaken. So this had to have been the one that he brought to my attention earlier this calendar year. It's been on a tear since. I mean, it looks like it broke over 2024 high, too. Not all-time high, but doing pretty nicely here. Silver stock, SFM. SLV, the high of the day right now, but this one's up a lot more percentage-wise. Take it. SVM. All right. Anything else looking good here? SMLR. I think this is a Bitcoin mining stock, if I'm not mistaken. Crazy pop, dumped off after. Don't have much business with that now. PDYN, not a bad graph. I'll come back to this if we need to. UMAC, same thing. This one's pretty thin and spread out, though, on the order book. I don't like that part. FCell, we're going to right away put this on our main list. Looking good. FCell and Plug moving together. These are energy and fuel cell-based companies. So FCEL, Plug. Nice day today for them both. Path had a good morning. A little slow right now. RCAT, great entry on this earlier. I'm going to hold this throughout this week, or at least going into tomorrow. Both of these, oh, that's pretty cool. 40 and 41. I'm in on both. There you go. RCAT and UEC. UEC is going on our main list, though. This is at all-time highs and just holding here beautifully. This has a better chance for continuation compared to that, what was it, the path trade? Looks good. This one looks good, but yeah, one's better than the other there in terms of direction. Ondis, nice move here as well. Actually, this looks even better than my RCAT for right now. So I'll add the ONDS specifically to our main list. And shit, I'll tell you what, guys, we already have like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stocks already on our main list. We don't need to add much more, but may as well add soon. Doesn't hurt to add another one. Dude, we are killing it today. This is incredible. The student stock, obviously the big news that came out, at least today across the board, was that NVIDIA was going to invest $100 billion into OpenAI. That's the Chat GPT company. That's actually, Chat GPT. So they're investing in that private company, OpenAI. But because of that, you're seeing a lot of stocks benefit pretty well, even though it's pulling back here. My SMCI swing trade was off to a great start today. But for right now, the Soon stock, I got to make room on our watch list for the Soon trade. BBAI a little slow. BBAI also has a gap on the daily chart. It's going to fill and probably go way higher, but it might have a little turbulence there at first. And then if not here, then just at the trend line. But this will complement the Soon stock, SOUN, but I'm not going to put BBAI on our main list. I'll just keep the Soon there. EOS, U.S. Energy Storage Company. It's actually kind of holding up here. It's barely up 5%. I just think the pre-market activity is kind of skewing my opinion of this. Actually, if I pull that, this looks damn strong here, doesn't it? This looks real good. So I could add the EOS to our watch list. I could probably add a ton more other trades here. You got Rivian doing really nicely. Cypher doing really nicely here. All about you. Wanted to be a little selfless today. That's why I just chose the UEC instead. All right, so seriously. Let's hop over to the loser side, though, right now. See if there's, I don't think there's going to be anything, but I've been proven to be wrong at times. See if there's any good shorts to work with going into the close. Markets are red hot. I wouldn't wish my worst enemy to try and short this market right now. But if there's anything on the way down that is a good trade, like Tiger, not terrible. I don't need to put this on our list, but it's not terrible. I guess China stock's down big today, huh? It's not even just the Tiger trade, but Chinese ETFs, Yin, FXI, both down a decent amount, but I see a lot of Chinese-based equities pulling back here. Neo, JD, I saw from before. I mean, we're below 5% already. I don't need to put the, what was that trade even? Tiger? We don't need to put it on our main list. It's dropping off. If you really want to practice your shorts to work with, then put that on your list. For us in class, we may have to focus on that because coming up at 3 o'clock Eastern time, keep in mind we have our phase 2 stock course coming on up. We're going to focus more on the short side in the education we're providing. But again, I can't stress to you, I wouldn't want my worst enemy to be shorting this market right now. I will say, let's just move away from triple sixes. Can we do that? Can we just either tank or can we either just rip higher? Let's get away from triple sixes at least, please. Tim's saying LTBR strong. Yeah, LTPR is another nuclear play. So I didn't forget about that as I was going through the others. But the reason I didn't mention the LTBR, liquidity is pretty thin. It's a pretty thinly traded stock. So, like, that's the only gripe. I mean, for the lack of liquidity, I'd rather focus on the SMR. This actually has a similar order book, and it's like 3 times the price. That's where trading the LTBR is like more risky. So it's going up, and if anyone's already in on that from earlier, you're killing it. So congratulations. I'd rather focus on the other nuclears for the time being. It's like, hey, to say like CCJ is a uranium stock. It's doing decent here. It's at least over break even now. But, for the price and for the order book, well, we got the UEC. We got the UUU, but this one's even better here. So it's just a matter of picking and choosing your battles. That's all. Term, I don't know what we're doing on this one as much, Mike. So it's hard to borrow. If you're looking for a short, then rooting you on. But I think that this might distract us from just the others that look so much better at this stage. EXK, that's up. That's another silver stock there. So go alongside the SFM, right? It's tradable. All right, folks. I want something that's going to make my jaw drop. I want something that's going to make me say instantly yes. I just pulled this one up from my scanner here. So not half bad. ISPC popped from 160 to 177. Pretty good move in just last few minutes. Good order book. That checks out. It needs to make this giant blast up towards like 270, 280, if not 3. I don't know if there's any news to be coming out on this trade anytime soon, but yeah, I mean, that one I wouldn't mind possibly adding. We already have such a big list, though. So is it a necessity? No. ABAT, same deal with this. I think this might even be in line with fuel cell and plug. ABAT. It's actually up more than fuel cell, technically. Not up as much as plug. But what was that? ABAT? All right. ABAT. And that'll do it. That's going to wrap us up at least here, folks. All right. So, hey, we got class to go through. So keep in mind the phase 2 stock course coming on up at 3 o'clock Eastern time. I just post the watch list right now if you're inside our live trading room. And I'm going to show this because, I mean, hey, for all of our students joining me, not everyone in our room is a student. And you know that, right? So keep in mind, if you don't have access to any part of our curriculum, we're already into the phase 2 course at this stage for the month of September. So we're more into the intermediate part of our classes where we're kind of just going into the live market. So this afternoon's class is going to be revolving around interpreting volume on the short side of the market. So, we might have to focus on that TIGR. We're going to have to focus on trades from last week probably, but we're going to tell you all about what to look for on the order book and on level 4 in particular when it comes to shorting stocks. All of the same strategies and talking points that we focused on in our previous class earlier today, we're going to just jump right back to on the short side of it. So I look forward to that class coming on up. And if you are interested in learning about more of our curriculum, not just the phase 2, but even phase 1, the beginner part of our course, phase 1, phase 2, then even next week, phase 3 is our live advanced trading class with Fausto and myself there. Just talk to your education advisor. They're here to break down any part of our curriculum, course packages, the coaching that comes with it, etc. All right. So, hey, folks, best of luck trading going into the close if you're not joining me in class. But otherwise, if you're on Facebook Live, LinkedIn, et cetera, keep in mind, actually, later on throughout this week, we have a huge event lined up. We have our Cyber Expo event. So make sure that you're registered for that and you're certainly subscribed right to our YouTube channel because that'll be coming up on Wednesday and Thursday this week, the 24th and 25th, as I look at my calendar to make sure I said the right weekdays. There we go. So again, just click this link right here when you go directly to our website and you could just register, sign up. And hey, if you're not going to be here to catch it live, the whole point of signing up is so you can catch the recording of it once we're done. All right, folks, but hey, that'll be on Wednesday and Thursday this week, but best of luck trading going into the close, and I'll catch up with all of our students here at least coming up in class. Take care.